For most e-commerce stores, the next few weeks are going to make or break your entire year. This is where the bulk of the money is made. But here is the reality. Google Ads behave very differently during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and Q4 generally. If you run your account the exact same way you did in July, you're either going to leave a massive amount of money on the table, or you're going to light your ad spend on fire. In this video, I'm giving you my urgent Q4 playbook for 2026. I'll show you exactly how to maximize your upside and minimize any potential losses. Let's dive in. First, we need to talk about the engine of your ad account, budgets and bidding. Rule number one is simple. Capture the demand. During big days like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Boxing Day, because search volume explodes during these times. You need to make sure your budget is high enough to capture that traffic. I recommend setting your budgets at least 20 to 50% higher than normal, sometimes even higher. If you log in at 9 AM on Black Friday and your budget is pretty much already maxed out, you are handing sales directly to your competitors. However, you need to watch this carefully. During these big sale events, I check ad accounts hourly. If the spend is high but the sales aren't flowing in, cut it back. But if the return on ad spend is looking good, let it run, increase that budget. Now here's the secret that most people miss. I call it the ad spend hangover. Google is really bad at adjusting to sudden drops in demand. After a big sales event ends, Google's algorithm thinks the party is still going. It will overbid and spend your budget, but because the sale's over, your conversion rate drops and your cost per clicks go up. This destroys your profit. So immediately after a sales event ends, you must manually drop your budgets back down. Do not rely on the algorithm or even seasonal adjustments to figure this out for you. When it comes to bidding, keep an eye on your target return on ad spend. During the peak frenzy of Black Friday, competition is fierce. You might actually need to lower your target ROAS slightly just to force Google to enter the auctions and get your ads seen. But once the sale is over, increase your target ROAS immediately. This tells Google, hey, the sale is done, restrict the bidding and focus on profitability again. Next, let's talk about the silent killers. These are the things that happen in the background that can tank your Q4 results. The first one is disapprovals. Nothing hurts more than your best-selling product getting disapproved on the morning of Black Friday. You need to check your merchant center and your ad account for any disapprovals every single day during this period. There are scripts that can alert you, and I'll leave some in the links below. But during Q4, do not rely on automation. Put your eyes on the account daily. The second silent killer is stock levels. Going out of stock of a bestseller causes massive inefficiencies. If you know you're going to go out of stock, try to have a backup plan. Swap in a close substitute product to take up that traffic. If you can't get stock, pause the ads for that specific product immediately. It will go out of stock automatically in the merchant center though, if you're counting stock. It is better to save the budget though, than to pay for clicks that aren't going to convert. So how should you actually structure your campaigns? If you're a smaller store or don't have a massive Google Ads team, keep it simple. Business as usual works. Run a catch-all Performance Max campaign with just your feed and run a branded search campaign to protect your brand. If you do those two things, you're probably going to be well ahead of 90% of the market. However, if you want the advanced strategy, here is how I'd break it down. First, I create a bestsellers PMax campaign. Take your top 10 to 20% of products, the ones that print money, and put them in their own campaign with their own dedicated budget. Second, I run a zombie SKU campaign. This is a standard shopping campaign targeting all the products that get 0 impressions or clicks. This is going to help you get products seen that otherwise just wouldn't be picked up. And third, aggressive remarketing. This is the time to turn on demand gen, YouTube, display remarketing. to everyone that's visited the site or added to cart in the last 30, 60, 90 days. Now, quick note on promotions. Promotions are harder to run on Google than on Facebook or TikTok because Google is an always-on platform. It takes time to ramp up. If you launch a new campaign specifically for Black Friday on the day of Black Friday, the sale will be over before the campaign even enters any real learning phase or getting anywhere close to learning. Instead, feed your existing campaigns mainly. You can still do some promo campaigns. Use the promotions tab though in the Google Merchant Center to add a sale badge to your shopping ads. Add promotion extensions to your search ads. And if you have specific Black Friday images or videos, upload them to your campaigns at least 48 hours before the sale starts, and just either have a date set of when they're going to turn on or leave them paused. When the sale starts, they'll either automatically turn on if you've set a date, or you can unpause them. Do not try to upload new assets on the morning of the sale. They will probably get stuck in review for a while and you will miss the window. Finally, let's talk about who should sit this one out. If you're a B2B business or you sell things like home improvement products, or you're in the Northern Hemisphere selling summer products during Q4, it may not be your spike, right? Like if you have seasonal products, you may not want to participate in a big way. In fact, CPAs often go up for these industries because the ad space is so expensive during this time. If this is you, tighten your target ROAS, lower your budgets, and focus on profitability. Save your marketing war chest for January when the costs come down. However, if you have a brick and mortar store as well as e-commerce, listen up. When online shopping cutoffs hit, usually a few days before Christmas, a week or so, e-commerce sales die, and that is your time to shine. Increase your budgets for local store visits or run a local promo feed. People need gifts now and they can't wait for shipping. You can scoop up all the last minute demand if you bid aggressively based on locations. And terms like near me. To wrap this up, Q4 is volatile. The businesses that win are the ones that are hyper aware of their profit margins and react quickly. Capture the demand, watch your stock levels, and check your merch center disapprovals every single day. If you want to learn more about how you can get the most out of your Google Ads in 2026, I'll leave a link to the video which talks you through my full strategy below and here. Good luck with the sales, and I'll see you in the next video.